Have you ever wanted to have this or your app to look like this? We're going to show you how. Let's get it. Well, hey everyone, welcome back to another show today. We're going to be talking about the Subsplash app homepage. A lot of people ask this question, how can I get a more customizable feature for my app homepage? We're going to show you how to do that today. But before we do that, my name is Benji Wilson. If you haven't, go ahead and like this video, subscribe, and don't forget to click notifications to be notified when we have future videos up. I think the most important thing to know today is we're using the Subsplash app platform. Subsplash is very good with a web and an app interface for iPhone, iPad, Android, and all the above. And they also have TV apps and such. But people ask, how can I make this more customizable? So what we want to do is put together a video for you today to show you how all these features work. First and foremost, you have to get the back end set up on your website. So we're going to do that now. If we go to our home screen here, and we're going to assume that you're already logged into your website here, we're going to go to the web portion. We're going to go to website. And then back on the website, you can actually create a home page that has filtered in exactly what you want this page to look like. So this just happens to be our church, the church at CW in Chelsea, Alabama. And all these pages here are live currently. So what we've done, we've made some pages down here that this was actually the app that you saw a few minutes ago. This is what it looks like on a web version. I'm going to show you what we did to our kids page, our CCW Kids, because I think it's important to understand you can create any web page that you want and you can make this live. So I'm going to go to About, Kids, and I'm going to click Edit. Now, first things first, you're going to notice that on this page, there are things that are visible to you as if you're on the web, but you can take things off so they can only be visible on the actual app. So we can hide certain sections. So for instance, you'll see on our app here in a few minutes, I have hidden this top portion up here because this stuff up here is really designed for someone that's wanting to interact with our church and so on and so forth. So down here at the bottom, our app will start here at this section. If you want to connect with us on social, we've got some recent blogs. We can email our kids pastor, our upcoming events. We have Upward at our church, so they can click here for their Upward schedules, so on and so forth. Also, this Contact Us page is also hidden. But I've added a section on here that does not show up on the web, but it does show up on our app, and I'll show you that. So if you click over here on the left-hand side of the screen, you'll see that I have tablet and mobile version. So if I click on as if they're the mobile site, you'll notice that right here in the middle, I have added a join in section where our parents can join our group chat in Subsplash, or we also have a lesson at home. The reason we have this on our app is internal and it's not really external bound, because we want people that are looking for a church to be able to have access to what we have to offer. But on the app, it's more so about what our parents can get involved in and such. So on our website, if I was to pull this up, which I'll do that now, you'll see that that our actual page is not visible with what I just showed you there. So let me pull this up. And I'm going to go to the About Us section. I'm going to go to Kids here. And you'll see this is what they see on the web version. But the section that I just showed you, again, over here, I built this so that this only shows up on the actual app part. And the way I did that was if you click on this section options for this section here, you'll notice that I hid this from the web portion, but it is visible to an iPad and an iPhone. So that's how we kind of got around that area. Again, you can turn things on and turn them off as you wish. So that's what it looks like again on the web portion. You see here everything that we built for the web is designed for the web. And then we started our app piece down here in the bottom. Now, with that being said, what it looks like on a mobile device, again, we'll click here, is this is what we designed with our homepage, okay? So our homepage, most of your apps on Subsplash would look something like this. You may have a section that you can get to recent sermons and such. Again, this is what ours looks like. This is actually a web page built. We wanted to drive everyone to YouTube, not so much the app media stuff, because YouTube is the world's largest search engine out there available. And so we wanted to be able to use that platform for the Lord. We have our sermon clips out there with shorts. Our media team does a fantastic job with that. But again, this is just what ours looks like. So instead of having it look something like this, where it's just generic, squares or they call them banners or a wide angle graphic or what have you, we wanted to give it a little more customization. So the way we did that was we just set this up so that these buttons are clickable. They can get to our sermon notes each week right here as they're in service on Sunday. They can take message notes or what have you. Obviously, we've got a banner here on the home page. Again, this is just set up for web. These are called list on the back end. So you'll notice this section here is a list. This is also a list. It's just a media library. We chose a list, and then you can choose what you want to put in those different sections. We also had on here, invite someone to church. They click a button, and they can actually hold this down, and they can save this picture to be able to text it to someone or whatever they want, invite someone to church, those type of things. So again, we just wanted to make this a little more customizable. You can't really do that on the old section. Once you click on something like this, you're really stuck to what Subsplash has to offer, but they've done this. But we have people ask us all the time, well, how did you do this? Okay, so here's how you do that. I'm going to pull the web portal back up, and then I'm going to go to our section over here, back to the actual dashboard, okay, of the app. And once I get back over here, I'm going to click on the app section. When I click on apps, let me pull up my screen view so you can see that. I'm going to click on apps over here on the side, and then I'm going to click on my mobile app. Now, I will preface and tell you, you cannot do this on the TV apps, Roku, Apple TV, nothing like that. So what we did was we set this up to where you can see these are my 5 banners that would be across the bottom of my app. Our homepage is nothing more than this URL. You simply change the header to an internal browser show tab bar. That is how you do that. Theme can be default if you want it light, dark, whatever the case may be. But you're going to use this custom URL. Now, you'll notice that I have this section blacked out here. That's because that's our stream key. Our stream key works for us. You'll put your stream key there, which you can go on your home page of your dashboard at the very bottom left, get your stream key, plug that in, and then all I did was took the web page that I built, all this beginning stuff here that goes all the way HTTPS, : all the way over to your last line. This CCW Home app is the name that I named my web page, and I'm going to show you how I did that. I went over here to web, again, back to website. I'm going to go to pages, and then this is the home app. So if I was to click on this and hit settings, you'll notice that over here in the settings, I have named the URL CCW Home app. That's where I'm getting that link to be able to show that as a custom web page. So that's how we did that. We were able to do this, and I'm going to show you the iPad version as well. The iPad, I'm not real keen on the way the iPad versions work, but you can kind of see here again, this is the home page. This is in landscape view. It works the same way as the other one did, and then I'll show you here what it looks like in a portrait view again if I was just to flip this around and become portrait. So I don't really like the way it formats it on an iPad, but it's the best we have right now. So anyway, if that has helped you, why don't you again, subscribe, give us a comment, leave us some feedback. We'd love to hear. We're going to be doing more training videos like this. Appreciate you all. Look forward to seeing you next time.